Hello and welcome to Encore. I'm Richelle Harrison Plesse in Paris, coming up on today's music show. Retro soul stylings, a fresh take on funk and laid-back hip-hop. US singer and rapper Charles X is here to talk about his latest album, Sounds of the Yesteryear. They caused a stir with a whopping 9-minute single that tackles race relations in the US. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, love 'em or hate 'em, are back with a new record, This Unruly Mess I've Made. And Rihanna works and twerks in the brand new video for her latest single, yet another collaboration with Canadian rapper Drake. But first, let's meet today's musical guest. Charles X, thank you so much for joining us today here on Encore.
Thank you for having me on
Encore. You're welcome. Now, you're from the States,
yes, ma'am.
But your upcoming album, Sounds of the Yesteryear, was recorded and produced here in France. What brought you here?
Music brought me here, and a little bit of destiny. Just music, really, and, you know, it's difficult to do something seriously in America without sounding a certain way or being a certain way. So out here, it's a lot more free. And I learned from Jimi Hendrix or any of the greats, really. They went to a different place and they got their big break. And so that's what I decided to do.
And tell me about this sign you're holding up, peace. What's the story?
It's just peace. What the world needs now is peace and love.
True that.
Yes, ma'am.
Indeed. Okay. Now, your hometown of Los Angeles is the capital of West Coast rap and hip-hop. France excels in other genres, but it's not really known for its hip-hop and soul. So what has it been like carving out a place for yourself here musically? Actually,
France is very big on hip-hop and soul. Hip-hop with, excuse me, with IM or with... You know, there's a lot of big hip-hop artists. There's not so much soul, but I think it makes it a little bit easier because there's not so much of a saturation of it. So I'm able to come and do my thing, you know, come do it a little easier, and people want it. I also do calypso, and people love calypso music. So,
oh, really? Calypso? Wow, but I haven't heard any of this.
No, it's a different band.
Okay,
it's a whole different thing.
Okay.
World Rectong, yeah.
Perhaps a calypso album in the works?
Yeah, later on.
Yeah,
but right now we're working on Sounds of the Yesteryear and getting that out March 18th.
Okay, yes indeed. Well, let's check out the first single from the album. This is you performing Can You Do It live in Bordeaux.
My boss is at my neck and lately I just wanna quit. I barely make enough to buy some cigarettes and pay the rent. I got the key to the back door and I need a little incentive. Can you do it? No, can you do it? Now can you do it? Can you do it? Now I'm an outlaw, my six-shooter never loses. I'm a master of the showdown.
Now, Can You Do It? The album, that's the single, sorry. Can You Do It? The album Sounds of the Yesteryear, out on the 18th of March, as you said earlier. I heard many different textures, a lot of Motown, a lot of soul, a lot of funk, even trip-hop elements. What more can you tell us about that album?
I would like to say for this album that I don't want people to judge it, that I just want people to listen and enjoy an experience of music. What I'm trying to do is give people what I feel was a good time for music. I just want to bring a better message with music, and I want to bring a better feeling. I feel like a lot of the music today it's hurtful, it's good, and it's in the masses, and it's beautiful, and it has bass, and it's what it is. But I just want to give people the different feeling of music, love and peace, and war is over.
And speaking of messages, there's a new sign, there's a new message.
Yeah, war is over, if you want it. All of these things are true. What the world needs now is love, people. This isn't about me. This isn't about Charles X. This is about us, all of us, and peace and love, and war is over if we want it. This is about what this Sounds of the Yesteryear is, taking it back to the sounds of music and bringing us back to maybe a new breath of life, trying to bring some happiness back into life, get people smiling and dancing and loving again. That's all.
Well, I think you've done a pretty good job of that. There's a really, I found there's a really seamless, effortless back and forth between singing and rapping. Is it difficult to swap between the two? Because for me, you need sort of, there's a different energy to each, and you sort of maybe need to get into a zone. Was it difficult?
No, it's not difficult. It's like breathing, you know, or
Wow.
it's swimming for a fish. I breathe music. I love music. So for me, it's as easy as breathing is. I wasn't always a good singer, but but you know, with a little soul, with some heartbreak, and with finding a lot of love, it gets easier to become a singer. It's just emotion, and it's just feeling, you know, letting go of your ego and letting out what the world needs to hear, what needs to be said for yourself and for the freedom of yourself, for your own redemption sometimes, you know.
Okay. For those here in France, Charles X, or Charles X, a French king in the 19th century. Just quickly, what's the story behind the name?
Charles X is me denouncing my slave name, if you would, and I like Malcolm X,
Right.
or, you know, people like this, and it also has a lot of different meanings and stuff to it, but it's too much to get into. But Charles X, it's just a name. It's just a name. Listen to the music.
Okay, nothing to do with the king. All right, fair enough.
I'm no king. No, ma'am.
Okay, well, let's check out a couple of the week's new releases. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis dropped their second album called This Unruly Mess I've Made. It's the duo's first record in more than 3 years, coming after their Grammy-winning debut smash, The Heist. And one of the singles from the new album is Downtown. It features a catchy hook from the Freddie Mercury-esque Eric Nally and old-school hip-hop legends Kool Moe Dee, Nelly Mel, and Grandmaster Caz. Let's roll a clip.
Imagine we live.
Some hip-hop veterans there. That was Downtown by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Harmless enough, but it's the pair's latest single, a 9-minute work titled White Privilege 2, that sees Macklemore, a white rapper, speak out on race issues in the US, notably the Black Lives Matter movement and cultural appropriation. Now, there's no video for the moment for that song, but let's take a quick listen.
Am I on the outside looking in? Or am I on the inside looking out? Is it my place to get my 2 cents? Or should I stand on the side and shut my mouth? No justice, no peace. Okay, I'm saying that. They're shutting out
Right, white privilege to Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. He got some flack for that. Some say that it's great that he's confronting racism, while others say it's a case of white savior syndrome. Obviously, being African American, what do you think of that backlash?
I don't think that it should come with backlash. I think that we should have more publicity, more on some brothers and some sisters speaking on the situation. I think it's cool that he speaks on it, whatever. He's a human being and he has the right to speak on it. But I think that there should be a lot more publicity for the black crowd, you know, or black leaders to speak about what they feel about the situation, or even with the whole Kendrick thing and with the new Grammy thing. I just wish there was something.
When you talk about the Kendrick thing,
with the Grammy performance or with everything.
When he Instagrammed when Macklemore Instagrammed his tweet to Kendrick Lamar?
No, I'm just talking the two different artists. I'm talking,
right.
There's Macklemore and there's Kendrick.
Right.
And there's two sides of the spectrum. So far, there's two perspectives. There's Macklemore, and he's the white guy talking about what's going on. And then there's Kendrick, and he's the black guy talking about what's going on. But the image that we have for the white guy is still the clean cut, like you said, savior complex white guy. Right. And then you have Kendrick Lamar at his Grammy, and he's still in chains, or he's still doing the African dances and stuff. I just, when the Gods of Egypt comes out, it would be cool to have some black people in it. That's all I'm saying. Like certain things like that. Like don't always show us in chains, and don't always show us as cannibals or as savages, And then we have the white guy as Jesus all the time. Show us sometimes as the kings and the gods that we were at one time. Mm-hmm. And that's what I wish for my people sometimes, is that they knew they were the kings and that they were the gods of the times at one time. And without it being the Kanye thing, I love Kanye, I love all of these guys, but without it being, I'm Kanye, I'm a god. Hey, I'm a god. No, I'm talking like respect. Like let's have respect for each other, and let's show ourselves in the Garvey way again. Okay. Or let's show ourselves in the Malcolm X way again, and really have leaders. We need real leaders for the black community.
Indeed.
And then we need real black leaders to show everyone that we are black. Macklemore shouldn't talk about white privilege because there is a such thing as the fairer skin getting a better chance, but we're all black in the beginning, it was all black. And once we remember that, then there's unity, and then there's love, and then war is over if you want it, baby.
Okay. Well, let's move on from Macklemore. Unfortunately, Santigold is also back with a new album after a 4-year hiatus. The singer-songwriter's third disc, 99 Cents, is colourful, quirky and radio-friendly, where Technicolor electropop meets brooding R&B and cutting-edge beats. The latest single is Chasing Shadows. Let's take a look.
I give my heart and words where they remember me. I leave alone and time will wanna smother what I say. I'll round another year, I wonder did I go someplace. I'm bucking this one down, this one right here won't walk away.
Right, well, that's all we have time for today. Once again, many thanks to our guest, Charles X. A real pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, for those watching at home, Charles X is currently on tour throughout France with shows in Paris and Nantes this week. Also, the upcoming album, Sounds of the Yesteryear, is out on the 18th of March. Now, we'll leave you now with a brand new clip for Rihanna's latest single, Work, taken from her recently released and long-awaited album, Anti. It's a seductive collaboration with rapper Drake, and the clip comes as the Bajan superstar kicks off a massive world tour. For more culture, check out our website and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Stay with us here on France 24.
We just need a face to face. You could pick the time and the place. You'll spend some time away. Now you need to forward and give me all the work, 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 work.
It's me up there, work, 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 work. You see me do my da 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 da. So me better when you walk out, la 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 la. When the cat from my dirt, 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 dirt.